Hi dear ones, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for logging in. I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, you are welcome and thank you for joining. I really appreciate. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and you will always be notified when I upload new content. So let's head straight to today's video. Now, it is as we progress in our careers, okay, there is that dream organization that you always tell yourself, I want to work with that organization. Yeah, you get it? And you are always desiring one day, one time, how can I get there? Okay, so in today's video, I just want to share with you, okay, insight into my dream organization. Enjoy the video and so growing up and as I've progressed in my career, I've always desired to work with the UN. That has always been my dream. Either the UN, either the IFRC, either ICRC. I just have passion for those organizations. Either at national level, I work in the national institution or the HQ. Yeah, I'm that ambitious. Yes. So I applied for a job at the UN. Yes, I did. And guess what? I was shortlisted. Now I applied and then I just got that acknowledgement. Yes, we've received the application as it always happens. Okay. Then, yeah, I forgot about it. I continued with my things, my normal work, of course. Yeah. So then just this Friday afternoon, I received an email from New York. Yes, I said New York, the UN HQ. I received an email, okay, congratulating me for being shortlisted for a role that I had applied. And they told me I'll get another email for what is supposed to happen next. Yeah, I was excited. Yeah, so I waited like maybe then at around 4:35, I received now an email giving me instructions for the next step in the application process. Because, okay, this was a role that was office in Nairobi. Yeah, but when I was applying, it was through the main application of the UN. So they gave me the next step and what was supposed to be done and everything about it. And I was super excited. I waited for the day of the next step, that is the first interview. Looking forward, I was so excited and everything. And in the course of this duration waiting, it was like, were they 3 weeks or 1 month? yeah, I was sent documents to go through, and they were telling me just to prepare myself for the interview, what I was supposed to do to read those documents and everything. I was given the instructions. I ensured I had gone through, okay, plus the documents that I was receiving, and then also for the role that I had applied for. I had the role, the application, I had it with me. So fast forward, here comes the day of the interview. The interview was going to be online. Basically, it was, now the application had stated that the interview will be in phases. There is phase 1. So I was on starting my phase 1. Then if I pass, I go to phase 2. If I pass, I go to, I think, to the next step, something like that. So they excited me. Here I am. Comes just a day before the assessment. I was given out the instruction. There is a window that the application process. Now you are, after I received the instruction, the window that where I was going to do my assessment, there is part A that was going to take 30 minutes, and then there was part B, 1 hour 30 minutes, I think so. So I was supposed to ensure I finish my assessment within the time that is stipulated. So here comes the day of the assessment. Yes. Now, one thing that I want to state is that I think I was overexcited. And another thing also is that when you apply for the role, not only I think at the UN, but anywhere, make sure that as it is stated on the application, all the procedure at your fingertips, because the documents that were sent to me were in line with the application. Okay, what is required, because the role I was applying for, what it needs, and everything. So comes the day of the assessment, my examination window opens. That is an assessment, it is online. There were 15 questions and it was 30 minutes. That was the time allocated. These 15 questions were multiple choices, either A, B, or C. But they are very short questions, just to ensure that you have a grasp of the role that you are applying for. Now, here is where I made a mistake. Okay, I think I was so confident and I ignored the small things, the nitty-gritty of the role that I was applying for. Because when the questions were being asked, some of the things are the things I assumed they can't ask me. But hey, here I am, the day of the interview, and a question is posed. Then I'm like, and then you see these are questions that comes very fast because they believe you know this role, it is ABCD. So a question blinks, you see, it is like 2 minutes, because these are 15 questions, 30 minutes. So before, like, we're thinking, and that is it. And when 30 minutes were over, I think I had answered around 12 questions. That window closed. Then I had to pause like 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. Then section B comes in. So here is now the what now it determines your next phase. Okay, these are questions they want you to give procedures. These are questions they are asking you. It is like, let me say, it is like a practical. Okay, but now you see, it is not that you are doing it physically, but you are stating it on the paper. They can ask you, supposing, for example, the role I was applying for was like a protocol officer. Okay, so in such a role, it is like, for example, maybe you have, maybe UN has deployed somebody in Kenya. What is supposed to be done? My friend, you don't give stories, they want procedures. So for me, that was the list of what I expected. I expected them to ask me normal interview questions. You see the way, like, you know, they will ask you your background, things like those. But hey, no, I was wrong. Okay, So I really regretted that opportunity just went like that, not for something that I didn't know, but something that I pretended that this is mine. This is you get it. Yeah. So it really taught me a lesson. It taught me a lesson. I learned that, hey, you see, when you are applying for a job, any job, be prepared for anything. And I think institutions, organizations have, they have, there is a way they are trying to, like when candidates apply, there are so many. So even the first short listing, usually it has one, they're going to start with the normal interview questions, then the other things will follow later. But for them, they were starting with these things that I was assuming, like now coming to the practical part of the role that I was applying for. Okay, so it opened my mind. I learned, okay, that hey, it is possible. If you have a dream it. It can happen. Work for it, okay? And just ensure that you have, prepare yourself for anything. And if you are sent anything by that organization to go through it ahead of your assessment, ahead of your interview, don't take it for granted, because that determines your next step. It is possible for you to achieve your dreams, okay? You can progress in your career to whichever level. What is most important? You are the determining factor between your success and your failure. Speak like positive words towards yourself. If it is about your career, state that I want to be here. Whatever you admire, okay, you can get there, and you have what it takes. It doesn't matter where you are now. It doesn't matter what you have, okay? Just ensure that you motivate yourself, okay? Don't allow anybody to discourage you. Pursue your heart desires, pursue your career to the very, 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 very end, okay? And guess what? You will get there. So thank you so much for watching my video. Stick around, subscribe to my channel, because I've got a lot to share, a lot that I've learned, okay? Because in this role, first of all, for me, it was a plus. Just applying for a job at the UN and getting shortlisted, my friend, personally, that was an achievement. The second achievement was being shortlisted for an interview. Hey, to me, that was an achievement. The third thing, okay, at least I had a glimpse of what is expected. What is expected at the UN when you apply for a job, okay? And when you are shortlisted, what is expected? At least I have first-hand information. It is not that somebody is telling me. At least personally, I had the experience. So thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate. Stay blessed and stay safe. Bye till the next video.